this special occasion. Firstly, I express my sincere gratitude and appreciate to Dr. Professor S. Sri Satkunaraja, Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna. The community of agriculture students is ever grateful. Dr. S. Vasandaruba, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, for all that you do by the way of your support and genuine interest in the welfare of our university. It's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Mrs. Sivamadi Sivachandran, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna. I'm glad to welcome Dr. K. Prabhaharan, Dean, Faculty of Engineering, University of Jaffna. I'm delighted to welcome Mr. V. Kandivan, Registrar, University of Jaffna. Due to some issues, he can't join with us in this occasion. I warmly welcome Dr. Mrs. K. Chandrasekhar, Acting Librarian, University of Jaffna. Mr. K. Suresh Kumar, Bursar, University of Jaffna. And Professor S. Karnadasan, Proctor, University of Jaffna, who joined virtually to grace this event today. And I'm happy to invite Dr. D. Rajumesh, Director, Student Welfare, University of Jaffna. It's a special joy to welcome senior professors, head of the departments, lecturers, senior assistant librarian, temporary staff, senior assistant registrar, marshal, other non-academic staff, and students. This is the first orientation program in the history which is conducted on a digital programming in line with the social distancing norms due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I heartily welcome all the virtual participants for the inaugural session due to the pandemic and the governmental restrictions which prohibit large gathering. A tiny virus makes us to understand the essential of the agriculture and a life with the mother nature, to lead our future generation in the right direction for the development of our nation. The contribution of the Faculty of Agriculture is inevitable. Dear freshers, our faculty's greatest resources will guide you, mentor you, and open the doors to the new explorations. The entire university family is here to support and encourage you to achieve your goals. Faithfully, I wish to express my appreciation one and all lovely present for gracing this special day. Now is the time for the welcome address. I cordially invite Mr. A. Adjutant, President of Student Union, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to deliver the welcome address. Sorry for the inconvenience. Now it's a time for the lighting of the oil lamps. We welcome our dignitaries to join with the traditional lighting of the oil lamp. May I invite now our invitees to please proceed to the traditional lamp as every auspicious occasion with commence with divine blessing. That light is testament to assuring a positive energy for our occasion and start of inviting our guests to do honor. First and foremost, I would like to invite to light the lamp Honorable Professor S. Sri Satkunaraja, Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna. Thank you, sir. It's a great honor to invite Dr. S. Vasandaruba, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Thank you, sir. I cordially invite Dr. Mrs. Sivamadi Sivachandran, Dean, Faculty of Technology, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Thank you, Madam. I kindly invite Dr. K. Prabhakaran, Dean, Faculty of Engineering, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Thank you, sir. I cordially invite Dr. Mrs. L. Pradeepan, Head, Department of Agronomy, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Thank you, Madam. I would like to invite to light the oil lamp Dr. Mrs. S. Pradeepan, Head, Department of Animal Science, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna. Thank you, Madam. I warmly invite Professor Mrs. N. Gnanavil Raja, Senior Professor, Department of Chemistry, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Thank you, Madam. I kindly invite Mr. M. Prabhakaran, Head, Department of Engineering, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna. Thank you, sir. I cordially invite Mr. K. Umashankar, Head, Department of Economics, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna. I would like to invite to light the oil lamp Dr. D. Rajumesh, Director, Students Welfare, University of Jaffna. I kindly invite Mr. M. Nandakumar, Senior Assistant Registrar, General Administration, Kilinochchi Premises, to light the oil lamp. I cordially invite Dr. Bhagidharan, Head, Department of Biology, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Thank you, sir. I cordially invite the Farm Manager, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Thank you, sir. I cordially invite Ms. N. Kohini, Assistant Registrar, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Thank you, Miss. I cordially invite Marshall, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Thank you, sir. I invite Mr. A. Achudan, President of Student Union, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Thank you very much, everyone. Please be seated. Now it's a time for welcome address. I cordially invite Mr. A. Achudan, President of Student Union, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to deliver the welcome address.
Good afternoon to you. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you all. It's my privilege to welcome Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, Dean, Faculty of Technology, Dean, Faculty of Engineering, Librarian, Registrar, Bursar, Senior Student Counselor, Deputy Chief Marshal, Proctor, heads of the department, senior professors, lecturers, assistant registrar, faculty of agriculture, deputy registrar, Kilinochchi premises, marshal, Kilinochchi premises, all academic and non-academic staff, and my dear friends. Dear freshers, firstly, on behalf of Students' Union, I extend a hearty welcome to Faculty of Agriculture. I must also congratulate you for the excellent choice that you have made. You are now a part of our faculty that strives for excellence in all areas, research and teaching. You have now become a part of our Agros family. Our faculty maintains an environment where every student is encouraged to reach his or her full potential. Students' Union is an elected body of students to facilitate communication between students and administration of the university. And we are here to solve the problems related to students for a better university life. This orientation program is a good opportunity to learn the new environment of faculty. So please make use of it and build a network of resources that will help you to start your journey on the right path. I conclude my welcome address with the wish that all of you succeed in making the best of your stay at Faculty of Agriculture. I am looking forward to see you all in the Freshers Welcome Program. All the best. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Achudan. It gives me immense pleasure to invite Dr. S. Vasantaruba, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to address the gathering.
Professor Sri Satyanaraja, Vice Chancellor of the University of Jaffna, Dean, Faculty of Technology, Dean, Faculty of Engineering, Director, Student Welfare, Heads of Departments, Deputy Registrar, Kilinochchi premises, Assistant Registrar, Agriculture Faculty, Academics and non-academic staff, temporary staffs, and my dear students. Good evening and welcome to you all. Today, we are having the orientation program for the first year batch, the 32nd batch, which is the most biggest batch in the history of our Faculty of Agriculture. At the moment, 150 students joined. We can expect some more students with the increase in with the filling of vacancy. On behalf of Faculty of Agriculture, I warmly welcome you all. I want to share some of my thoughts with you before joining this ceremony. Annually, around 400,000 students set for the A-level exam, out of which around 40,000 students, around 10% of the students entering the university. About 1,500 to 2,000 students are entering various agriculture faculties around the Sri Lanka. So you have to think your position because you are on the top of the ladder. So you have some great future to fulfill. And government selected, the country selected you for this free education. So you have to give up. So the 4 years you have studied and give up what you have earned, what you have learned during this period, and you can give up to the country back. So this something you have to learn. And also at the earlier stage, you have some difficulties because you may have some difficulties in learning because you have studied your studies in English, your mother tongue, that is Sinhala or Tamil medium. Now you want to study your studies in English medium, so that may some difficulties. In addition to that, fortunately for your batch is joining the orientation program in the online mode. Future, within 1 or 2 months, you may have to join with our clinical premises, and you have to live along with some other your batchmates in a multicultural environment. So initially you have some difficulties and the food and other things. But you have to overcome all the difficulties and have to complete your degree. That's the main task because at the moment, at the initial stage, everybody is planning to have the first class, but it's not possible for all. But you have to at least complete, everybody have to complete the degree. That's a thing you have to keep in your mind. I want to tell one small story about this importance of completion of some things. It's about one Sri Lankan named Karnananda. His stories appeared in the Japanese school children's textbook, 3rd year or 4th year textbook, because he has, in the 1964 Tokyo Olympics, he has run the 10,000 meters run, but he couldn't finish the top. But in the last, the 4 or 3, last 2 or 3 laps, he ran alone and complete the race. So that people in the audience cheered him. And he has tell, I came here from my country to complete the task. So like that, then his stories become in one of the story about how the people motivate. If you are participating in some events, you have to complete the event that under the title of Great Loser. So that's I think you have also have to complete because the government is that country is giving certain spending a lot of money. About, I think per student around 40 to 50,000 is spent per year. So that money government give faith on you to complete. You have to complete the degree. I think you may aware about that. And also, I want to tell something about these facilities in our faculties. Because Sri Lanka is a country with great agriculture background. That country's economy mainly depend on agriculture. So agriculture, you have to. There are a lot of problems in the current things. you are the people have to solve the problems. You have to think, because we have in a very good research and training complex, you have to identify. For the first year, you can study the basic things. Second and third year, you can study some applied things. In the final year, you have some research to complete, and with this, you can solve the current problems, because you can go to the farmers level or various industries level and identify the problems. And because we have very good research and training complex funded by JICA, with the help of this our laboratory and farms, you can do some researches and complete the task. That's one area you can look for. Another thing, I am also one alumni. So we have very strong alumni group in the Faculty of Agriculture. I am planning, with the help of our student union, at least one or two seminars about your career guidance, and we can invite various sectors, because our alumni groups are in various sectors. In addition to our academic portion, they are in agriculture sectors, administrative sectors, planning sector, even NGOs, research institution, banking sectors, in various positions, even private sectors. We can introduce, we can invite them to have some interaction with you, and you can clear your things, because everybody is asking when you are entering, if you complete the degree, is it possible to get a job immediately? You can talk with them and find what are the things, because at the moment we have vacancies in our temporary staffs, because we don't have staffs to fill. So that is a position, because some of the staffs left their temporary position to get some good jobs. So in addition to that, some of our students are staying in abroad also. They are complete their masters and PhDs in various fields related to agriculture. They are living in countries like USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and UK like countries. They also like to help you to finding the higher studies. So that also we can arrange. So that way, it's a very good opportunity to you to come here and stay 4 years and learn our environment and our agriculture practices, and you can, after 4 years, you will become a good agriculture graduate. With this, I am hoping you may do the things very carefully. At the moment, I want to thank everybody come here, and the students join here. With this, I want to wind up my talk. All the best. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable message. With a great honor and respect, may I invite Professor S. Sri Satkunaraja, Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna, for the keynote address.
First of all, let me pay my respectful obeisance to the Almighty, my mother tongue. ஒன்றாயிரந்தி அளவாய் விரிந்து இவ்வுலகெங்குமாய் இருந்தார் அனைத்தையும் நீங்கி நிற்பார் என் நெஞ்சிலுள்ளே நின்று கொன்றாது நின்று புரிகின்றவா இப்பொருள் அறிவார் அன்று ஆளிலை துயின்ற பொம்மானும் என இயந்தேன். Why did I sing that song? it says everything originates from a unique thing, maybe a singularity in mathematics. The universe originated in the Big Bang from nothing. Big heat influx, so big singularity, out of that everything born. So out of this universe now, this universe evolved 4 billion years, or up to 5 billion years. The sun is around 5 billion years old. The generator of everything, the energy. You know, the agriculture faculty is related to the sun. So that's the most source for your photosynthesis. So when you come to this 4 billion years of existence, our university existence is 1,000 years, only 1,000 years. So it was originated in Bologna, the theological university. Then it was started by Plato, so 900 years. Cambridge, Oxford is around 900 years, 800 years. So our university is reaching 50 years. And our agriculture faculty is 30 years old. So just imagine, we are crawling actually. It's not a big deal. Okay, I know some of the staff here are trained in Australia, it's only 200 years old. America is 300 years old. So we have been, the universe exists for 4 billion years. And things are there. So for human beings, the university support the human beings. It's actually publicly funded. So our main objective is support the human beings, the public, and other living entities. So in this role, agriculture play a big role because their existence is the most important. So existence, we have a physical existence. So without that, we can't do anything. So then we have an intellectual existence. Then we have a social existence. We have an emotional existence. We have a universal existence. Because whatever you do here is affect the whole universe. Your thoughts are very powerful. And you know, that is the most celebrated thing. Even the Lord Buddha, one of the persons celebrated in the country, I know most of the students are Sinhalese students, his thoughts, it still prevails. So if you go to Gandhi, you can see the serenity of Talada Maliga, you see the difference. Because people meditate and it really make things better there. It's one of the most UN heritage city. There you feel the difference. We go to near Nallur, you feel the difference. These are called holy cities. Maybe in Narayana, we feel the difference. Maybe in the Kadarakama, we feel the difference. Similarly, when I come to this Araviyanar, I feel the difference. Because this Araviyanar exists last 10 years, only a decade old. I am partly involved in right from the beginning. Maybe I was the first person to walk in this place after the all this end of this unrest. So we were the first one, Professor Kandasamy and myself and Douglas Devananda was walking here in these premises and looking the places. So this place initially built by LTT anyway, that is the fact. And then we were able to get this. So this place is named as Knowledge Hub or Knowledge Center. So where we feel the difference, because here we have STEM faculties. I think Dean Engineering is new, Dr. Prabhar is here with the international exposure, and now we have a new Dean for the Agriculture faculty. He is our own product, Dr. Vasant Ruba, and our other Dean, Technology, Dean is here, and he is also Agriculture woman. So these are interlaced. So these facilities are one of the best facilities in the country, my dear students. You will see, when you come and you see, recently Professor Kapila Pereira visited, Professor G.L. Peiris visited this place, S.P. Dissanayaka was one of the originators of this place, our former Minister of Higher Education, and our UGG chairman visited, our former UGG chairman visited. So Sampath Amandunga visited. Mendes visited. So all these people have recognized this place as a potential to grow in a big way because of the facilities. Of course, we have some problem in the water resources. That's also we are trying to rectify, or we get some mitigation measures for that. So this is a challenge. Even the best agriculture country in the world, Australia, they have scarcity of waters. This is a desert. That's the best country in the world now because the technology coming. You know, Australians are the best in the agriculture now because they find new technologies to irrigate and get the best harvest from the mere resources. Today, ladies and gentlemen, so this new location, our faculty is operating from last decade, from 2012-13 onwards. After the, this our region coming into the activities of the mainstream of the country, because we were physically separated for a long time, and now we are in the part of the mainstream. So a lot of promises there. So we had students, more than 150, 160, coming from all parts of the country. So that is a strength. So where you share your ideas, so our social existence, emotional existence, so the university is the best place for that, where you are molded. Because till the secondary education, you are in a school with the regional people, the village people, so you are like a frog in the well. So your whole world is the well. Now you are in the ocean, because now the access for information is the big way possible. So information superhighways are open. So I am talking here, you are listening. Maybe some software from the Zoom technology or Microsoft Team technology is providing it. When you come to Zoom or Microsoft technology, don't they say it's American Chinese? All the people in the world are working there. Even I know a lot of my village people, my past friends from Hartley are in Silicon Valley. They are working for international companies. Even Intel, one of my junior students is a big guy in the Intel called Ramachandran. So in the big companies now, you know, all globalized people are working. So when it comes to this physical existence, I don't want to say the importance of agriculture. So agriculture, you all know, that is the main, it's a Kilinochchi is a source. It's called the rice bowl of the northern region, northern province. Here is basically all our farmers. This is blessed with the land, blessed with the agriculture, fertile soil. So here our faculty is located. So we have great obligation to do a lot of things. So there the knowledge come in. So anything now, without knowledge, it is a knowledge-based world in the 21st century. Because everything is knowledge-based. Even now agriculture, you know, the drone technology come, so the photographic things come, the automatic spray come, detection of pests come. So these are now most and most, even those days in my time in the 80s, 90s, even we were harvesting with the human labor. Now the automated machines are coming. Even now it's a standard now in Sri Lanka. So these are changing now. Now people are thinking about organic also, organic farming and organic product and organic way of doing things, because there are other problems are coming up. For example, in Anuradhapura, we have 2,000 ponds. 2,000 ponds in Anuradhapura. It's one of the blessed land of this country in the central location. But now the people in Anuradhapura buy water to drink. So they can't drink water from their own resources because it's polluted. So so much of artificial fertilization and Mahavali been diverted. So it brought all the sediment there. And now we have a CJ, a disease is prevailed there. So these are scenarios. So there are two ways, because whatever we do, there are something counteracting on us. So that's where the research comes in. That's where the new dimension. The university is the only place where the real creation takes place, the knowledge creation. So that's what we are blessed. University of Jaffna, we had a 2 billion JICA funding. I know there's so many Research analyst here. She's one of the originators of the project. She's the present technology dean. So in the JICA, Japanese International Cooperation Agency, gave 2 billion, and they have created facilities for research and training. So the students who have a state-of-art experience, first-hand experience when you come to the University of Jaffna. So these freshers are very much blessed. Even if you go traditional agricultural universities in the country, they may have a big farm, but state-of-art technology is now ready for you. So you are going to come and have a first-hand experience on a state-of-art instruments. So that is a blessing. So here, when the universe come 4 billion of existence, what happened? So today, not only the farms, then the livestock, then I always say, what is the best, amazement, something amazing. People say the Chinese Big Wall, or Babylonian Gardens, or the Leaning Tower for pizza. These are the things they say, the word amusement. But actually my master used to say, the cow is a big amusement, because that cow goes around the road and eat the most humble thing. No one touch ever, no one pay any attention, that is the grass. So that the grass cow eat, so it eat the green grass and give white milk, that's the machine. When are we going to create that machine? That is a very harmless animal. There's only animal we call gentle. So we are in our agriculture faculty, we have animal science department. So we have cow, we are grazing cow, because just to teach the students. So these are the things. If you go to the developed countries, so the cow is the thing, gentle. When you see gentlemen only in the words, I haven't seen gentlemen in my life, yet to see. But I have seen a gentle animal. Maybe if you see gentlemen, maybe one we heard at least Harichandran may be a gentleman. He spoke truth, but not me, not my father. I don't know about others. So here in this university, so we have recruited very high potential, promising staff to deliver to the nation only by you, the freshers. The freshers are the new blood. I always say, yesterday I was even after coming from Colombo with the Prabhakaran at 1 o'clock, I switch on my TV. 30 minutes gone with the Euro final. So Italians are British are fighting. Wembley ground, there are 100,000 people. But whoever in the field, they are just between 18 and 20, 25 and 30. So they are between 18 and not even 18. It's about like you, the freshers. It's between 19 years old and 30 years old. Maybe the Messi and little bit of, this few people, the captain, elder statesmen are there. So this world is for young people. They can only play. They can only hit goals. Even do goals, objectivity. Only young people can create. So we are managing it. I am too old to do this kind of thing. I only watch, enjoy. So the freshers are important because they come with a young blood. And they are prepared to toil in a hostel with a 4 men sharing a room. And still they have the energy to study with the minimum money. But we have the maximum money. I know some of the staff are not even reporting to the orientation program. With the maximum money, still I living in the home. Not hardly come into this workstation. Every day they are wondering, why do we go? They are lazy people. But the young people are not like that. Even yesterday in the match I saw, the Italian then 1 goal down, but they will keep on fighting. They got the equalizer. Eventually they won the match in the penalties. So the fortune favors the brave. Even after seeing the match for 15 or 20 minutes, I switched on the TV and I felt the Italian going to win because Italian perseverance was very high. They keep on running after the ball. The Englishmen just managing, defending. But I thought in my heart, maybe the fortune going to favors the Italians. So this happened. So in this place also, it is second generational staff. And Vasantarupa and people are second generational staff. First generational staff, in the 30 years ago, they came from Peridania and other places, and they built the curriculum and built the laboratories, and they built the initial training and set up the culture here. And now it's come to the second generation of people. They are running the show. The third generation, you are coming, after 30 years. So you have a big responsibility to carry, because this is an opportunity. It's not maybe the best place, but the curriculum we set is international. When you people think in the whole world to take the best countries in the world, say Japan, China in the Pacific, right? Australia in the Pacific side, then the Atlantic side, you say the United States, Europe countries, they are very good in agriculture. People don't know that. People think Benz cars and these gadgets and all this. No, they are very good in floriculture. They are very good in agriculture. Even I was recently sharing some of the dinner with somebody in the jet wing. One Chinese journalist come. He worked for the embassy and he was spending with the dining table with us because some of the colleagues not looking. He said that in China, the most powerful people are doing farmers. They always fight for land. Land, people having a land ownership control the country, he says. I never knew. After talking only, I thought maybe the communist rulers are ruling. No, he said the farmers. Even his son, and for his growth, he may invest in the farmland. The Wuhan city, people talking about this virology. At the same time, there was a lot of farming going on. Even they were culturing snakes and all kind of things they were doing. So this is, our livestock are different and their livestock are different. China is a big agriculture country. Even the fisheries, aquaculture, Korea, Norway, France, vineyards. So it's a big thing. People don't know. Because when I was in Scotland, I thought maybe it's a country of, it's the education and this kind of financial management. No, it's a plenty of grain production. That grain, barley contribute to the beer and whiskey and everything. So this is the people to know. And the big farmer support systems are there. So in this way, even my friends who qualified in this faculties of agriculture in Sri Lanka, when they go to Australia, they easily find work in the farmlands as a managers and technicians and all kind of experimental, because every farmland, they have a unique problem. They have unique pest control. You have the unique, the plant system, support system. So it's very unique to the land. It's very unique to the culture. It's very unique to the environment. For that purpose, you have to restart the whole process. Because, for example, there's a lady, Ariyammala, in the Colombo University, is a professor. She was invited once for Japan Science Association to deliver a lecture. Then she said, she's a very dedicated lady in the medicine department. I never met her. Mrs. Nana is not Nana Chandra, Nana Dasa. Mrs. Nana Dasa Ariyammala is a professor of medicine. So her whole life is devoted on this, the Sri Lankan venom, the snakes. She's a medicine though. I said, why do you spend all your time in this? She got bitten by a couple of times with the cobras because you maintain them. She said, importing this serum from India for treating farmers who are bitten by snakes in this country, not working properly because Indian snakes are different from Sri Lankan snakes. So she said she was developing this venom and this production, the serum, from Sri Lankan snakes. So she said the whole life is dedicated for it. She didn't have a family, she didn't have children. The whole life is dedicated for that. She said because she was feeling sick, so many farmers in this country got bitten by snakes. because they don't have a shoe, they don't have a proper kit. Only our ministerial people, agricultural people, when they come with the army of people, they come and go. But the farmers go with the bare food into the system. So there are a lot of challenges for us. So what we was telling is, she was preparing a medical item for our own farmers by dedicating her life. She is a professor of medicine from University of Colombo. We only think, when we are in Colombo with a professor of medicine, we will think about private practice and putting a couple of land investment holiday home in Lower Area and another home in London maybe, right? No. Her husband also dedicated lawyer. They are very dedicated family. So this is what the country needs. So few people in this country can make big difference. That is education. Kanangara, Ponnam Perumal, these kind of people are here. Professor Turraja, he is the architect of this agriculture faculty in this region. So these few people can make a challenge. And now we got our living out of this, being associated with the institution. At the same time, we are very grateful to the institution. And I think the present government also very much interested in, encouraging all the people to do using the traditional wealth, that is our, the soil and the water and other things, to produce more and more and get, this self-satisfaction in the food and everything in our country. So this is a blessing for us, young people of more than 150 good brain. Actually, whether like it or not, the nature have a own design. Even in my family, I have 6 engineers, but I got into the science faculty. Not my choice. The direction came. Maybe I miserably done in the chemistry, so I got only in the science faculty. Then I chose my life according to my master mathematics. My Ratna Subhavali, the famous master, he told me it's better you go for this. So this is a divine design. So I followed it up. There's no second word about it after that. So I digged into it. Similarly, I know most of you have maybe aimed for medicine, all these young lads, but don't worry. There's another direction is set for you. And this is a divine design. The course is set. As your Dean Basanduva said, I can quote so many top agriculturists in the world, originated from Sri Lankan universities, and they have been doing well. So this is a golden opportunity. So life-bringing opportunity, my master said. So those who had the opportunity and made use of it, like somebody in the first slips, Sanghakara and the keeper, maybe are the first slips in the Jayasuriya or some other people are there. So if they catch come, and if they catch it, then it's a fortunate one, it's a celebration. If they drop it, it's miserable. That's why you are talking about the completeness. If the cat wouldn't come, then you are unfortunate people. So there are a few 100,000 people set for this A level. It's not 40,000, it's only 30,000 people are entering the university. There are so many unfortunate people. So you are the fortunate one. Fortunate one, you have to make use of this opportunity. Otherwise, you will become miserable. I know some people in the medical faculty, engineering faculty, all faculties, a few percentage of people having a lot of problem. Maybe due to so many things they couldn't adjust to this high demand of intellectual activities which are going to take place in the university. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to go further on this. So this is my great opportunity as a Vice Chancellor. I can meet you on this day and maybe the graduation day. So I consider myself as very fortunate and also consider this as a big honor to invite you all to this new dimension of your life. That is the commencing your education in a very appropriate field. I am a mathematician. I teach sin square theta plus cos square theta 1. I don't know where to use this. This is my, okay, it's maybe used in a hidden way. But you old people, what you are going to learn is going to give food and support to the community and their economical expansion, development, and so on. Our departments are agricultural economics, agriculture chemistry, soil, animal science, agronomy, agriculture engineering. So just imagine, your new field has to come. Now agriculture coming, technology coming, there are various fields are coming. So you are the one going to make this wonderful land to offer the best to the people, and you are the tool. I said the cow make the difference in this universe, eating the grass and giving the milk. So they are celebrated. That's what the undergraduates are celebrated. One day they are going to give the milk to the people, and the people are going to thrive, cherish on what you are going to offer. So what you are going to do for this another forthcoming 4 years matters. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir, to share your thoughtful ideas. COVID-19 outbreak limited our daily activities. Luckily, there are a number of ways to get a certain thing done. We are proud to present a virtual tour of Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna for the freshers who joined virtually.
Globe is also from one extent to other, including air, water, and land. In this far extended globe, Sri Lanka attracts almost the entire globe because of its location in the center of the Indian Ocean.
In Sri Lanka, Jaffna is situated in the heart of the northern province. It is an ancient city which is rich in cultural heritage and for its unique and tranquil lifestyle. Nallur Temple, Jaffna Fort, library, and organic farms are some of the tourist attractions in Jaffna Peninsula.
The University of Jaffna is located in the heart part of the Jaffna Peninsula, which is called as Tirunelveli. It was established in 1974 with the Faculty of Arts, Faculty of Science, and Faculty of Management. Later on, it became a full-fledged and well-developed university with Faculty of Agriculture, Faculty of Allied Health Science, Faculty of Arts, Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Graduate Studies, Faculty of Hindu Studies, Faculty of Management Studies and Commerce, Faculty of Medicine, Faculty of Science, and Faculty of Technology. The Vavonia campus consists of three faculties: Faculty of Applied Science, Faculty of Business Studies, and Faculty of Technological Studies.
Faculty of Agriculture is in the Aravial Nagar, Kalinachi. Along with the Faculty of Technology and the Faculty of Engineering. The Faculty of Agriculture is in the beautiful environment of trees and the greenish ground.
After entering the premises, you can see the auditorium which stands smartly, where you will have platform to promote your personality and other skills.
Next to the auditorium, on the left side, administrative building of faculty welcomes you, which consists Dean Office, Assistant Registrar Office, Maintenance Branch, Boardroom, and the Conference Hall.
The Japan International Cooperation Agency (JICA) signed a grant agreement with the government of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka to establish a research and training complex with the aim of stimulating agriculture in war-affected regions and improving resident livelihoods through construction, and procurement of equipment for the Faculty of Agriculture.
There are 6 departments in our faculty. They are Department of Agronomy. It engages with crop cultivation, horticulture, landscaping and floriculture, weed management, agroforestry and biostatistics. Sophisticated research projects are carried out to find feasible solution to overcome existing problem in crop science.
The Department of Agricultural Chemistry consists of 2 laboratories: soil testing and biofertilizer laboratory. Research projects of final year special students and postgraduates are performed in this laboratory. The major research works mainly focusing on newly formulated organic fertilizers, identification of biofertilizer, and study related to chlorella and spirulina. Food Analysis and Processing Laboratory, Department of Agricultural Chemistry, Food Science engages with the preparation and production of novel products towards the healthy lifestyle of the people, and nutritive analysis is carried out to commercialize the product to the market.
Agricultural biology has 2 laboratories: Plant Protection and Biocontrol Laboratory. It engages with the control of pest outbreaks, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of field level inspections. Biotechnology and Tissue Culture Laboratory. It including in the activities of breeding techniques to alter living organisms to improve plants in order to sustain in adverse climatic conditions.
Department of Animal Science has 4 labs: Animal Nutrition Laboratory. Economic viability of livestock industry is strongly amalgamated with animal feed production. Therefore, cost-effective feed formulations, development, and analyzing its proximate composition are extensively performed in here. Reproductive Physiology Lab. Semen collection and evaluation, farm animal health management oriented research works are conducted in order to support local farmers and livestock farms. Dairy Processing and Research Laboratory. It was designed to develop a wide range of innovative and novel dairy products through research projects in order to satisfy local consumers as well as commercial industries. Meat Processing Lab. Different meat products are produced using simple techniques and equipment.
Agricultural Engineering, Environment and Hydro Research Laboratory. It deals with identification of emerging contaminants, techno-modeling of biomass processing, it including pyrolysis, hydrothermal carbonization, aquifer investigation, groundwater analysis, adsorption and absorption modeling, and it includes farm machinery, innovations in irrigation, water quality analysis for the sustainable agriculture.
Department of Agricultural Economics. It engages with the application of economic theory in terms of microeconomics, macroeconomics, agribusiness management, agricultural extension services, and agricultural marketing in optimizing the production and distribution of agricultural products. Moving to the next, Museum of Agriculture Faculty. It was established on 4th International Conference on Dry Zone Agriculture 2018. It comprises the ancient agricultural tools.
This is the well-equipped computer unit of our faculty, which provides computer education and IT facilities for all the students in the faculty. Along with this place of wisdom, that is the library of our faculty, is found where you can see many valuable books, journals, magazines are displayed for the reference purposes of the students.
The Farm Management Unit. It involves in growing horticultural crops and plantation crops in open field and controlled environment. Conducting the students' field researches. This unit making and implementing different irrigation methods for maximum production of yield and profit. Production of seedling for the field planting and sale purposes. Livestock and Poultry Farm. It is a model farm constructed to provide real practical experiences to undergraduates and local farmers in terms of animal husbandry. It comprises cattle unit, goat unit, poultry unit, sheep unit, and forage unit.
The sports complex, which helps the students to be physically fit and mentally strong to pursue their academic activities in the university. This is our canteen. Though it is small, the hospitality and delicious meals served there makes it rich in the minds of the students. The last building in the premises is the students' hostel, where you will be accommodated to stand united, living cooperation and understanding to make your stay in the faculty a serene one.
Virtual tour of our faculty. Now it is speech time for Mr. V. Carnival, Registrar, University of Jaffna, but he couldn't attend to this event due to his work commitments. So now I kindly invite Dr. D. Rajamesh, Director, Student Welfare, University of Jaffna, to say a few words.
Respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Sri Sakkunaraya Sir, the Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, Dr. Vasandaru, Dean Engineering, Dr. Prabhakaran, and Dean Technology, which is Somadi Swachandran, professors, lecturers, and SCR of the clinical premises, AR of faculty, and academic and non-academic staff, parents and dear students, good afternoon. Today is a remarkable event in your life because you went to the primary education, secondary education, and now you enter to the tertiary education. In this moment, you decide your career path. As the Vice Chancellor mentioned, you are fortunate to select this field because Sri Lanka is blessed with all the resources, especially agricultural resources, because Sri Lanka is having a rich agricultural history back to 2,500 years. And our ancient forefathers connected agriculture with the natural resources. And in the ancient time, we lived with the nature. That's why we would be able to have a good, rich culture as well. Now, again, we back to the history. We want to have a kind of a sustainable life. So that's why we are talking about sustainable agriculture and sustainable, especially sustainability. So that's why the present government also insisted to go for a natural agriculture farming techniques. So then our ancient people involved in agriculture, in Sri Lanka, around 25% deployment in the agriculture field, and in the GDP, around 7% contribution from the agriculture. But still, people reluctant to do the agriculture. I don't know, because they trust teach or something, because when they go for education, they think about they can go for some other jobs, and that jobs can create a lot of benefits to them. But this pandemic, COVID pandemic situation again compel the people to do the agriculture, because that is the source only help to survive the people, because other industries struggle to continue their work, but the people in the agriculture can do continuously, they can do without any effect. So then you selected this field as agricultural graduates. After completing your degree, definitely you will contribute to the country by providing the technological support, because our people are doing the agriculture with the ancient knowledge, right? Even we have a lot of resources, land and other reverse funds and everything is there. But the problem is we can't compete with the international market due to the technology. But now in Sri Lanka also a significant amount of agricultural graduates every year, right, come to the market, and they can contribute to the development of agriculture. So then due to that, we can increase our economic activities as well. So then this is kind of things we want to talk about. At the same time, I'm here as a Director, Student Welfare of this university. I want to emphasize about the student welfare, because you come from the different background, different culture, different part of the country, different part of the countries you come to study here, especially in Darwin Nagar. This is the place, it belongs to the agricultural society. But you don't worry about, because the university is ready to provide maximum support to the students to continue their education. So that's why the Vice Chancellor always keen about students' welfare. Now, due to the pandemic, most of the universities closed. They are not in active position, but Jaffna University is
to manage to some extent is functioning. Even there are a lot of pressures come from the outside to the university, especially to the Vice Chancellor, because he is taking initiatives to run the university for the betterment of the society, not for him, right? So that's why the other staff members also supporting him to run the university. That's why even if this situation continues, the faculty members, the dean and other staff members will put some effort to invite the students, because we have the hostel facilities. So we can accommodate the students here and we can continue the education. So that welfare division is always supporting to these accommodations, right? One of the service is the accommodation, because you are coming from far away, so then simply you can stay here. So we have a hostel facilities. Not only the hostel facilities, we are providing the canteen facilities to provide the healthy meals to the students in affordable price. We try to maintain the canteen and other things. So the welfare division is looking after the hostel accommodations, canteens, as they mentioned, the sports facilities and healthcare facilities, right? And the student union activities, everything is under the students' welfare. So the student welfare division is headed by the director of student welfare, and with the help of assistant registrar of the welfare division. Especially it is located in the main premises in the University of Jaffna. At the same time here in the clinic premises also to some extent the senior assistant registrar is looking after these facilities, coordinating with the welfare division at the University of Jaffna. And in addition to these welfare divisions, we always focus on the students' well-being. So then well-being center also there in the main premises. At the same time, there is a range counselor is there. He frequently visits to the clinic to provide the service to the students. So then if you have any unrest or stress or something else, if you need some help of attention towards the well-being, so then the well-being division is there to provide the maximum support to the student. And another division is also there, that is Proctor division. Proctor, normally we try to set up a separate division to the discipline, to maintain the discipline of the students in the university. Especially you all know that when you enter the universities, you may have a little bit idea about unwanted things like in the name of ranking. In the University of Jaffna, there is no ranking. That means the administration is very strict on ranking. Then administration try to maintain zero ranking in the university. So that's if anything happen, if anyone try to do some ranking, they try to face severe consequences. In the past history, if you come to the physically, you can understand. We don't provide any room to the ranking in the university premises. So that's why the welfare division is working with the student counselors, because in your faculty, the appointed student counselors, they are then in the future, they will contact you and advise you how you can avoid this kind of a ranking. So then the proctor is in charge for the discipline of these disciplinary activities for all universities. At the same time, deputy proctor is there in your faculty. He is responsible to maintain the discipline among the students in your faculty. If you have any issues, simply you can approach him. At the same time, Marshal is there. So Marshal is the person is always a kind of a police in the university system. He tries to provide the maximum support to the students to maintain the discipline. Right? If you have any ranking issues, if you have any threat from the seniors, simply you can contact him, because later he will give the address and give the phone number. Simply you can contact. So now another trend is there, because this kind of evolution in ranking. Like education is going online, at the same time ranking also going online. So then that online ranking is without your support is not possible, because if it is a physical ranking, if you visit the university sometimes, then the seniors can meet you, then they can post you to something. But how it is possible without your cooperation, how they can approach you through the online? So that means you are cooperating, you are giving your numbers, you are joining with some groups, and in the groups they can ask you to do something. Finally, you may end up with the ranking. So that's why it's better don't join with any unwanted groups other than the officially requested groups. Don't join with any groups. Don't give your phone number to unknown people. So if anyone call you, just you can ask your parents to call or answer. Sometimes your university staff may call, right? Otherwise, if seniors call you, you don't want to answer because they don't have any right to force you to do some unwanted things. So then severe punishment is there. If you are cooperating to the backing also, there's a punishment. But not only for the seniors, even for the juniors also there's a punishment. There are a lot of regulations available in the university system to avoid this racket. If to get some remedies, right? Punishments also there. That's why your administration will explain later in the sessions. Like student charter is there. Definitely you have to read that student charter because the student charter explain what you can do in the university and what you can't do. So you should understand, right? You have all the rights because the university is for students. University is for students, but students should behave in a proper way. You should always maintain the discipline because not only getting the education is enough, you have to get the good discipline as well along with the degree. Right? To be a good citizen, the discipline is must. Right? So that's why this is a brief introduction about the Belvoir division because Belvoir division is in charge for all these activities. Right? So then other officers will come in the later sessions from, you have another different sessions from tomorrow onwards. So then they will come and talk to you about this process and you can understand. So then I take this opportunity to you all to welcome to this Faculty of Agriculture and continue your study and get a good degree and contribute to the country. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. V. Varakonan, Secretary of Student Union, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening to all. Honorable Vice Chancellor Sri Sassunaraya, University of Jaffna, respected Dr. S. Vasandarova, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, Dr. Mrs. Sivamat Sivachandran, Dean, Faculty of Technology, University of Jaffna, Dr. K. Prabhakaran, Dean, Faculty of Engineering, University of Jaffna. Thank you for your presence during this COVID pandemic situations. Dr. Mrs. K. Sandrasagar, Acting Librarian, University of Jaffna, Mr. K. Suresh Kumar, Bursar, University of Jaffna, Professor K. Velayamurthy, Proctor, University of Jaffna. Thank you for joining with us virtually. Director, Student Welfare, Dr. D. Rajumesh, Head of Departments, Senior Professor, Professors, Lecturers, Senior Assistant Librarian, Mrs. T. Janan, Senior Assistant Registrar, Mr. Nandakumar, Assistant Registrar, Mr. N. Gogini, Mr. Indokumar Marcel, all academic and non-academic staff, and my dear friends. Thank you for your accepting our invitation. I, Varavanan, Secretary of the Agricultural Student Union, Agri National Students Union, consider honor and privilege to extend my vote of thanks. Today, I take opportunity to put all my gratitude into words. On behalf of the Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, a very hearty thanks to our Vice Chancellor, Sri Sakuraya sir, for sharing a lot of experience and valuable thoughts. We have been fortunate to be associated our dean. You have been a constant support and you have given us a lot of encouragement. Thank you, sir. Last but not least, I thank all the students shows interest to join this program. I take this opportunity to express my gratitude to everyone who helped us and guided us to complete the orientation program successfully. Thank you.
Thank you, Varakonan. Today's session has come to an end. I use this opportunity to thank each one of you for sparing your valuable time to be here with us. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.